Welcome to solverfy.
All right, in question 14, we're asked to look at benzoic acid, which is C6H5COOH, and it is melting at 122 degrees Celsius. So here's my benzoic acid. They tell me that it melts at melting point is at 122 degrees Celsius, and it has a density equal as a liquid equal to as a liquid when it's at 130 degrees Celsius. Its density is equal to 1.08 grams per milliliter. The density of solid benzoic acid when it's at 15 degrees Celsius is equal to 1.266 grams per milliliter. The question A is asking us, in which one of these states is the average distance between molecules greater? So if I have a greater distance between molecules, the molecules are more spread out. That means that within a certain volume, so if here's one volume, and let's say this box is the same volume, same size, and I have molecules that are closer together, if the more spread out they are, the less mass there is within that volume. And since density is equal to mass over volume, if there's less mass in that given volume, it's going to have a lower density. So low density equals more spread out. So again, the question is asking us, in which of these two states is the average distance between molecules greater? So it's going to be greater where it has the lower density, and it has the lower density as a liquid. So it's going to be more spread out in the liquid. In question B, it says if you converted a cubic centimeter of liquid benzoic acid into a solid, or would the solid take up more or less space? Okay, so it's the same thing. If these were the same size, let's say this is my cubic centimeter, and in the liquid where they're more spread out, I might only have 5 molecules, let's say, within that space. In the solid, I have a lot more. So if I take these 5 molecules, and I put them closer together to make them like the solid would be, the space between them and a solid, these are going to push together to make a much smaller volume, right? If they're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if they're going to be close together like a solid is, they're going to take up a smaller volume because within this volume of the liquid, there's fewer molecules. So because the molecules are now, I'm taking this smaller amount of molecules and pushing them closer together, I'm going to have a smaller volume when that happens.